want to follow up on an important story Greg brought to our attention last night. CBS has a reality show called The Amazing Race, where they fly contestants from country to country to compete. In the last episode, they went to Hanoi, Vietnam, and the contestants had to memorize a pro-communist song and look for clues in the wreckage of an American B-52 bomber that was shot down. Now, I got outraged by it yesterday. I'm more outraged by it today. We reached out to CBS. We got no comment from the producer of that show, a guy named Jerry Bruckheimer. And from Les Moonves, we got no comment from him. No big surprise there. But let me just say this. You don't realize at CBS there were 4 Americans who went down with that plane. 2 of them died. 4 of them were in prison. There are 850,000 American Vietnam veterans alive today, and you owe them an amazing big apology. And let me say one thing else. I used to work for CBS. I had a great deal of respect for this network. But I will say, and I also was opposed to the war in Vietnam. I was never in favor of Mao Tse-tung, who was a mass murderer. I never was in favor of the idea of I was against it because of policy, because it was not going to work. And that's why I was against it. But the idea that you would somehow bring to the American screen that kind of stuff is outrageous. Now, I don't know what my co-hosts have to say about this, but I'll tell you this, for CBS, you guys better apologize. You say you have you got no comment. How do you have no comment on something as outrageous as that? And I'll tell you one thing, CBS, which was a great network, you don't want to become known as the communist bastard sympathisers. All right, anybody else have anything like to say?
You kind of summed it up well.
You took the words right out of our collective mouth.
Nicely for us. That was well said.
Folks, if you want to get hold of CBS, please do. I don't know how you get them, just CBS New York.
Tweet them.
Or tweet them or blitz them or do whatever you need to do. But they deserve to apologize, and now. And don't duck behind Moonves and Bruckheimer, or whatever his name is, and don't put it off on producers. You guys were anti-American, and you deserve to apologize to veterans.
You think? I bet you Bruckheimer has no idea, but once he finds out, he should probably do something about this.
I would say don't do something. I mean, how could you not do something about that? How could you not do something about that?
Right. It's like, of all the things that people apologize for today, like, you would think that this one would be an obvious one that they would want to get in front of, but they're just being stubborn, I guess.
You know what it is? It's called Fox News syndrome. It's like Fox News is covering it and no one else is.
Yeah,
but then when they start hearing from
Bob, I
viewers.
applaud your courage, and I enjoyed what you had to say last night and tonight about it. I think you're spot on. It is ultimately just so disrespectful, and it's glorifying the butchering not only of the people in Vietnam, but the Americans that served there faithfully, and it is completely unacceptable, and I believe they knew what they were doing.
And just think about this. If you're wondering why the outrage, just think about if they had done this segment at one of the Hitler concentration camps, one of the death camps. The outrage would be obvious. What's the difference?
Listen, I tell you, I can't, for the life of me, understand why there are smart people over there. Somebody had to look at this, and somebody should have said, this is wrong. You didn't do it. You deserve to do it, and you better do it, because I'm not getting off of this thing. I may have a small perch, but I'm going to go after you every day I can. One more thing is up next.